and we'll probably go about 780s with 1300. So we're definitely gonna need that built motor to go 7s, at least I think, you know. Might get a little hairy with the boost controller. What is going on, guys? Today I want to talk about the 07 GT500. You guys saw I picked this car up maybe a month ago or so. Basically, I picked this car up when we were on our way to deliver the Whipple S550 when we gave that car away. This car I bought kind of on an impulse. Cody listed it for sale and I had to have it. This is like the ultimate drag car. We ended up changing a bunch of different things. The reason why the Bullet is a giveaway car is because I'm building this as my all-out drag car. I have plans to go very quick with this car. Very quick, very fast, pretty much just downright fast. So that's the plan with this car right here. I haven't talked about engine setup, so that's what I want to talk about today. And before we hop into the video, guys, make sure you go down in the description, get entered to win the Bullet Mustang. We are giving away a 2001 Mustang GT Bullet Edition. We do have our own touch on it. It has a wrap on it. The green is still under there. It is a 4.6 liter 2-valve. Single turbo. I went 10.7 with the very similar setup, actually a worse setup. So it now has a really nice forward-facing turbo kit on it. It's got a fresh engine, it's got a fresh T45 in it. It is going to be a really fun street car, still has AC. We just picked up some BBS RK wheels for it, so definitely go down in the description, get entered to win that. Anything you purchase on the website from the merchandise section does get you entered to win the car. It helps support the channel, and it also gets you guys a chance to win a cool car, and you guys get some cool merchandise. Everything that you guys purchase there is going to help the channel a lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these giveaways have helped fund a lot of crazy things, and it's really helping out. So if you do want to support the channel, we are really giving these cars away. You know, we were definitely sad to see the Whipple S550 go. Turbo Bull is definitely going to be another one that's going to be hard to see go, but someone is going to really enjoy that car, and it's just a fun, really cool setup. So definitely go down in the description. You are automatically entered to win whenever you purchase something on the website. Right now we're doing 10 times entries as well. Ashley and I ship all the merchandise ourselves, and Ashley helps with the customer service. If you have any questions, sales@mustanglifestyle.net. Anyways, let's get back into the video. Obviously, the 07 GT500 is the first car I've ever bought as a roller like this. So I spent some decent money in terms of, you know, what I've spent for a roller before, but I got a really good deal. This car is just fully built front to rear. It's a really good chassis. It's caged. So in terms of safety, it's the safest thing I've ever or am ever going to race to this day, because everything I have is not caged. Yeah, so this is going to be one of the safest chassis, you know, I have here. We are going with a very different engine combo than you might think. I've hinted at the turbo factor of it. So yes, we are going turbo. We're going to cut over to some clips. I got some heads for it. So let's cut over to the clips of getting the heads and bring them over to Jordan's. Yeah, all the guides, the chains, everything looks mint inside this motor. I paid 300 bucks for this entire thing. Kind of taking a chance, don't know what's wrong with it, but I only need the heads off of it. But so far, from what I've seen, it looks absolutely minty inside. It's just a rust bucket on the outside, but it's not a big deal. Let's see. Yeah, you do have to pull the cams to do it.
Yeah, it's 12 point.
Oh, there she goes.
Hold on, let me put the camera down.
So we just met up with Jordan, just dropped off the Genwood heads. So yeah, you've been busy over here in the CNC.
Oh,
so
yeah.
do you want to talk about what we're going to do with the heads?
Yeah, so Andrew's got Gen 2 Coyote short block. He's got a spare set of Gen 1 heads, so we're just gonna do our stage 1 CNC program on them. Reuse the stock valves, but see plenty of good flow gains on the intake and exhaust. Softens the chamber, which is nice for a power adder. We'll film all the steps to it. It's been a little while. We did one on the GT500 that was really fun. But yeah, we'll explain every little step and detail that goes into it. Probably show some of the other seat and guide work on there as well.
Yeah, so we should have that probably filming maybe next week. And should be really exciting. I mean, Gen 1 heads, you know, it is going with a Gen 2 short block, but we have plans for a big boy short block later. But that way the head work will be done, and that'll support the plans for the later power goals of 1300 plus horsepower. So I'm excited to get it together. You seem like you stayed busy. You're working on a program right behind us, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, very complicated chamber program. Yeah, this thing takes a lot of time.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about the Coyote one. You already have the program done. So.
Yeah, I already have the program done, but we can show you guys how, you know, how it gets digitized and what all goes into it. It's not just you know, take some bread and put it in the oven. It's not that simple. So a lot of steps involved. You know, we'll be happy to share it with you guys. So.
Yeah, and I haven't really seen too many people do like good headwork on a Coyote motor in like stock form. You know, you've done like Travis's motor, you know, obviously fully built 2,000 horsepower car. But it's gonna be interesting to see what we do with low boost and then eventually high boost with this this engine.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely stay tuned for next week when we do that, and we should be getting this thing together here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All right, so right here is the Gen 2 short block. This is one of the last ones that Ford had in stock. I grabbed it up. I had a few people offer me around $3,200 for it, and I decided to go ahead and keep it just because these are no longer available and they support easily 800, 900 wheel horsepower, probably going to be pushing somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000. But I do have that ready to go. Gen 2 short block, Gen 1 heads, Boss 302 cams, Gen 1 timing components. And yeah, we're going to be getting this thing together. All right, so you guys are probably wondering, why are we putting a Coyote in a 2007 GT500? So you guys know I have a fully built 5.8 liter, makes 1,300 wheel horsepower manual car. And to be quite honest, I don't want to build another one of those. They're extremely expensive. The blocks are extremely expensive. Everything about it is expensive. And I think the Coyote platform is a fantastic racing platform. So we have actually already purchased a good bit of parts for this thing. You know, we still have more to come, and this is going to be very expensive build, but we are going with a Coyote engine, of course. We're also doing the Brett LaSalla built 6R80 that we did build for the 2-valve, the Bullet setup. We're gonna be running that in this. I actually have the drive shaft, I have the trans, I also have the engine management controller with the trans controller, so we have a lot of crazy parts. The hot side just came in the other day with the intercooler, so we're gonna be getting cranking on this build really quick. I want to talk about the bottom end that we're doing because it might sound a little weird, you know, going with some nice ported heads, pretty much like a built head that's gonna flow a lot of power. We're actually going to go with a stock bottom end Gen 2 short block. Reason why is I want to get this car on the track / road as soon as possible. It's not going to do that much street driving, but I do want to set it up for true street events, and it's going to have no comforts. This car is going to be extremely light. I'm targeting somewhere in the mid 8s, maybe even low 8s to start out on the stock bottom end. Plan is to make 800 to maybe 1,000, 1,050 wheel horsepower of the stock Gen 2 bottom end. We may be going for a stock bottom end record, we may blow it up, but the idea is to hopefully keep a Gen 2 bottom end together, get this car in the mid 8s, sort everything out, and then swap our nice built heads onto a sleeved Coyote block. The plan is to make upwards of 1,300 wheel horsepower. Based on what I think this weighs, I think it's probably going to weigh somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,200 pounds with me in it. I am also doing a little bit of weight reduction, which helps out there a little bit. But yeah, 3,200 pounds is my target for me in it. And based off some basic calculators, we'll go about 850s with 1,000 wheel horsepower. And we'll probably go about 780s with 1,300. So we're definitely gonna need that built motor to go 7s, at least I think, you know. Might get a little hairy with the boost controller if, you know, we have the bottom end ready. But yeah, so this thing is going to be fast. There's a lot of things that I'm still gonna be revealing slowly out to you guys, but we're working on getting the Bullet done out of the shop, tuned and ready to go for one of you guys to pick up, or we'll probably deliver, ship, or pick up, depending on if you are close. As soon as we get that out, we got the black Heston 95 car. We're gonna be dropping engine trans in that. That one's a fairly simple cookie cutter setup. And then we got this thing. We're gonna have to be doing some custom fab on the cold side. We have a hot side, dual tile 44mm wastegates going on the hot side. We'll get a blow-off valve, and then we got to get some cold side piping done, the custom downpipe to bumper exit. So I am so excited for this build, and I hope you guys are really excited too. Look out for the video next week with Jordan. We're gonna be doing the ported heads, so that's gonna be, it's gonna be nasty. So basically I'm setting this up to kind of like be like the low power, you know, kind of get the car dialed working, figure out any suspension stuff we need to do and to get it tweaked. And then when we're ready, drop the whole engine trans cradle all out of the car, slap a sleeved Coyote block in there, and turn it up. So I do still need some injectors, I need a converter, we still got probably another $5,000, maybe probably more, and stuff that we got to buy for this thing. So like I said, this car is going to be the fast car. It's going to be the car that I bring around to go to track racing events. I'm really excited about it because you guys have talked about my 14 GT500. It's a stick car. The reality is, if I want to keep it a street stick car, you know, it's never going to be the fastest car on the track. And I really don't want to ruin that car. I like it, I can hop in it, it has AC, has a subwoofer in the back, you know, I can drive it really anywhere, especially on street tires. So I want to keep that car, you know, a really fun street car, and especially with the engine management that we got coming for that, it's going to work out really well for what I want to do with that. And then we have this car, you know, who knows, maybe we could bring it on drag week. It's something I eventually want to do. Again, it's something, drag week's very expensive, you know, you got hotel, you got gas, you got anything you break on the car along the way, you know, tires, everything else, but definitely want to do a drag week at some point. So anyways, I hope that fills you in on the 07 GT500. We're going to be getting started on this soon. If any of you guys have ID1300, ID1700 injectors out there you want to sell, a converter, Circle D 2B or something like that for a 6R80, that's what I'll be needing as well. I also need some tile 44mm wastegates, tile blow-off valve, trying to think, some Coyote fuel rails. I got a ported boss for it as well. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff, but those are the parts that I'm looking for right at this moment. If anyone has some 2020 GT500 valve covers laying around, I do need valve covers for this engine. But yeah, so if you guys have any of those parts, let me know, Instagram, yeah, I can buy them off of you guys if the price is reasonable. Anyways, make sure you enter the bullet giveaway. Like I said, it helps support the channel. I definitely grind and put out a lot of content for you guys, and all this stuff costs money, and you know, by helping and supporting these giveaways, you get some cool merchandise with Mustang Lifestyle logo on it, usually a cool car or whatever, and you also get a chance to win a car, and you're supporting you know, the videos and stuff that we make, which helps supports the race cars. Pretty much spend every dime going back into these cars. So anyway guys, we'll see you in the next one.